What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now, recently there's been some new Yen Press manga license announced. So I thought, you know what, I'll do a video so you guys could keep updated with what's out there or what's coming soon, and so can I. So the first book was this was getting a lot of hype on Twitter. I was seeing a lot of people retweeting it and talking about it. So people seem to like this. I'm not familiar with it. It's called The Summer Hikaru Died. So I believe it's kind of like a horror mystery, or at least that's kind of how it sounds to me, like it's dealing with the supernatural. So it says here it's about two boys that lived in a village. One was Yoshiki, one was Hikaru. It says they did everything together until that one fateful night when Hikaru was encompassed by this mysterious light. So he seems to have passed away or whatever, right? And it says, but Yokishi still wants to keep doing everything with Hikaru, if there's even a Hikaru left to hang out with, right? Because we're assuming he's dead. So it sounds like he might be maybe a ghost, like some type of supernatural thing, right? That's the feel I get from it. If you're more familiar with it, let me know in the comment section down below. Now let me read what it says here. It says, Mokumakuren launched the manga on Kadokawa's Young Ace Up website in August 2021. So it's fairly recent. It's not that old. So we're going to be getting the English translation pretty close to where the Japanese one is, right? So that's pretty cool. We're going to be pretty current with it. I like some supernatural stuff, some horror stuff. Is this something I'm going to be picking up? I'm not really sure yet. Let's see what else is there and see if maybe some other stuff catches my interest. This one is, like I said, it's kind of it's on the fence. It's a maybe. Next announcement here is The Otherworlder Exploring the Dungeon. What is this about? Let's read it right here. It says, Sara signs up to warp to a fantasy world, ascend a dungeon tower, and claim the treasure. However, an accident leaves him stranded. Will his adventure end before it begins? So he's sent somewhere to steal money, basically, right? Let's read here. It says, the manga series was serialized in Compact Ace magazine in September 26, 2019, all the way to November 26, 2020. There's 12 chapters out. So this is another fairly recent series. So when there are newer series, it leads me to believe they don't have a big fan base yet. So when we get them here, we're kind of like non-biased, right? We're gonna get them here, and they're gonna be pretty current to the Japanese ones, and so we kind of form our own opinion and so forth. Because there's some licenses, they come out and they're already like deep into the series, and they already got a lot of hype, a big fan base and so forth, right? So these we're kind of getting a clean slate, so that's why it's a lot of less familiar series, because they're kind of just starting. So this I think it's supposed to be, what are those called, where I think he's like in a video game and he's being sent to another world. I don't think it's in like the real world, but I'm not 100% sure. If you guys know more about this, again, let me know in the comment section down below. Let's check out the next series. This one I think is gonna be a pass for me, because there's a lot of those mangas that like where they're in a video game and they get transported to different dungeons or video games. And for the most part, I don't own any in my collection. It would have to really grab my attention for me to pick one of those up, because those seem to like oversaturate the market. So yeah, next announcement is called Sunbeams in the Sky. Look at this cover here. It's there's a reason I'm telling you to look at this cover, because on this cover, this looks like a boy and a girl to me, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So now this is the synopsis here. It says, twins Himara and Mio are copies on the outside, but their personalities couldn't be more different. When Himaro decides to stay home due to an unfortunate incident, Mio knows the best way to convince her to return is to take her place. Okay, so at least I'm led to believe here that Mio is a guy. And he's gonna take his sister's place because they look so much alike. He's gonna, I guess, steal her identity, or like dress up like a girl and pretend to be her, right? So this sounds pretty funny. It's a romance. It says it's labeled under romance, comedy, and slice of life. Now, if you've been following this channel and all my earlier videos, I always used to point out, because they asked me like, what is it you're looking for in manga when I just started collecting, in the comments or on Twitter and so forth. And I used to tell people, okay, I'm gonna describe to you what I like movie wise, right? So movies, rom-com, the romance comedy is probably my favorite genre, if not my second favorite when it comes to movies. You know, I like stuff like if you ever watch Failure to Launch, love that movie, very funny. Or American Pie. Oh, American Pie, that shit got me rolling when I first watched it. Oh, that's so funny. It was a really good movie, real funny. And the other one, what was the other one? I think the Engagement with Sandra Bullock, where she's marrying Ryan Reynolds because she's Canadian and doesn't have U.S. citizenship, right? So those type of movies I really enjoy. And I was like, yeah, if you got manga like that, give me recommendations. You know what I'm saying? So this one is gonna be falling under that genre. So I'm definitely picking this up. There's something I wanna check out. Other My favorite genre is probably action comedy or just action. You know, like Indiana Jones. And second would be the romance comedy. So yeah, that's my two favorite genres. If you have recommendations for manga, right now I think I have a decent mixture of a lot of variety in my collection as of now. So yeah, that's gonna be one that's gonna be on the wish list for when it releases. And let's check what else is out there. Okay, the last manga here is called The Name of the Night. Interesting name. It goes with what it's described as here. It says it's about two girls. One of them can summon darkness whenever she's distressed. So it's like a supernatural element, right? And that's all we know about it. Doesn't give you much of a description. The cover looks pretty cool. I hear it's just like 3 volumes for the whole series. So it's a pretty short series. It's not much of a commitment money wise or show space wise. This one, I might pick this one up because it sounds pretty cool. It's about these two girls live in the forest. It says. So yeah, supernatural stuff is cool and it's not too many volumes. So I'll probably be picking it up. Kind of would have wished they would have just done a big omnibus, a 3-in-1. That would have been cool. But yeah, that's the last one on the list here. There's two more, but I couldn't find any information on them, so I don't want to put them here and not know anything about them, right? So let me know if you guys plan to pick any of these up or any of them making your wish list. I know for me, probably two are gonna make it to the wish list, being this last one and the Sunbeams in the Sky, I believe was the other one. So those two do pique my interest. They'll probably be on my cart. Other than that, I'd like to thank you guys for taking some time out of your day to watch the video and so forth. If you enjoyed it, hopefully you hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, what you doing, man? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And other than that, check you guys out next time.